Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Cincinnati Reds.
Don't tell me that you're lonely. I really don't care about it. Don't tell me about your heartbreak. I really don't care. Don't tell me about your problem. I really don't care about it. Not gonna be your shoulder. I really don't care.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. And on the hill, Gavin Williams. And Chris, he seems a lot more comfortable pitching here at home than on the road, right?
Indeed, Boog, and there can be several factors, whether it's just sleeping in your own bed, being around your family, going to your favorite restaurant before you come to the ballpark. I don't know what it is for him, but the numbers are clear that he's been dominant in this place. The only frustration is you see how good he is at home, and if you're a teammate or a coach, you're looking and saying, hey, if you can be almost as good as that on the road, you're going to have a great year, and we're going to win more ball games.
Liam Hicks leading things off and takes a strike. Fouled off left side. Here's the 0-2.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. In the air, left field. Benson gets under it. And there's one away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And probably their most productive player so far this year, Jacob Marsee.
And Boog, he's a fun at bat to watch. I mean, definitely a threat whenever he's got that bat in his hands. But for me, it's all about the mechanics. They're so sound. And when he gets his foot down on time and starts his swing, so much consistency, that bat stays in the zone for a long time, and he squares up the baseball a lot.
Nope, that's in.
Right through there for a strike. And that one in the air, center field. 2 down.
Batting third, catcher Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate.
He's been showing off some pop lately. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
That's a ball.
That one finds the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two down, nobody on. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Marte going back. Oh, he brought it back.
Well, that one had extra bases written all over it. Not today, he said. Left his feet up in the air. Just a beautiful catch to end the inning.
How you gonna finish? Gotta get to the business. They watching, they witnessing. Got a record, I break it like Guinness. Oh yeah, he's top of the league. Oh yeah, don't play with it.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And getting to start for Miami, Max Meyer. And Chris, he's hoping for some better fortune moving forward.
Well, I'm looking to see if he can increase the amount of swings and misses and perhaps get more strikeouts, because hitters are batting over 300 against him, and that means guys are getting the barrel to the ball. Exit velocity's got to be pretty good when you have that kind of batting average, so he's going to have to find a way to do something different in this one.
Digging in, Elly De La Cruz. That's off the inside corner. Ball one. And that drops in for a strike. That one at the knees for a strike.
Ball.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. So the call stands. Still one challenge left for them. Payoff pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
That misses, and that's ball one. Man at second. That one close, ruled the ball. And that's ball two.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one misses. Ball three. And there's the automatic. And ball four to a board.
Batting third, left fielder, Will.
Next for Cincinnati, Will Benson.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And the 1-0. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
On the ground, 2 ball. Lopez to second, back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Right through there for a strike. Suarez with a homer in his last game. Here comes the 0-1. And that's in for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. And they'll score first. It's 1-0. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Here's Nathaniel Lowe. Entered the day with the best batting average in the National League. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the second game of the series. Next pitch downstairs. And now it's even 1-1. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. That one's in there. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man on second, 2 down. Out to center. Stretches out and hauls it in. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Connor Norsby. Chris, it's been a good year for him, having already set a new career high for RBIs in a season. He was late there, strike 1.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Got him swinging. 1 away.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
There's a high chopper. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Batting 6th, center fielder Jacob Marsee.
Man at first with 1 gone. Jacob Marsee, the next up for the Marlins. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
Out towards right center field. Marte moving under this one. And there's 2 away.
Batting 7th, second baseman Javier Sanoja.
Now what?
Sanoja launched a homer in his most recent game. Next
Hey!
offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first, and that's the 3rd out. Marlins leave 1. They're down 1-0. Bottom of the 2nd. In now for the Reds, Christopher Morel.
Baseman, Christopher Morel.
Heck one.
And that drops in for a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
This one in the air, right field. And that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. And the bottom of the 2nd starts with a double.
Batting 7.
He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
In there for strike 1. Man at second.
Ball up.
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark. Two on the way. Big stack center field. And they get it in quickly. First and 3rd now with nobody out.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting the guy from second to score.
Next for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and a run scores on the double play.
First and 3rd, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Chris, his batting average puts him in the top 10 in baseball right now. Next pitch is downstairs.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
That's in there. Strike 1. And there's ball 4.
Ball 4.
Oh, that's
Take
a
your
really
base.
good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
De La Cruz in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Friedl off of first with 2 away. Ripped on a line to center. Marsee on his way over, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We've played 2 full. It's the Reds 2 and the Marlins nothing. You're watching Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back here in Cincinnati, and now for the Marlins, Jacob Marsee.
I'm a little surprised with how patient they've been against the fastball. They've taken a few for strikes now. I'd like to see him show some confidence by attacking those pitches.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know, they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Hee-haw!
Grounder might be 2. There's 1. Otto Lopez. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Base is empty after the double play. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two down, nobody on. And there's a foul ball. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. The 1-2. He goes down looking. And the Marlins down quietly. And they're down 2-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Got it on pin, a living bank rolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on 10 and I the whole team and all of that way. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You say it's like where my God we gon' see.
That's a ball.
That clips the zone. Strike 1.
Ball, that's in.
Breaking ball misses up and in.
Well, these Reds showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there. You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
That's a ball. That's a ball.
Here's a 2-1. Right through there for a strike. Here's the 2-2. Right side. And that's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Stays alive. Liner snagged it first. Takes it to the bag himself, but he's back in time.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
One out man at first. Now it's the Reds DH, Eugenio Suarez.
Ball.
In the dirt. Just missed. Stewart leads off first with one away. Next offering in there for a strike, and that is strike one. So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Gosh, another walk in this one. Man, he is having some real issues with control.
Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. Going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
No, that's
it is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
That's high.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
2 on, 1 out. Just missed.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
That one catches the zone. That's strike one. And a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3 double play. And the inning is over. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 3 innings complete. It's the Reds 2 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
I was
Yeehaw!
This one in the air center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher Ryan Shepard.
On the ground.
That's a ball.
And foul ball. Oh, one down. And a big swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
To third. And it stays fair. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Up next for the Marlins.
Stepping in, Connor Norsby. He's 0 for 1. That one fouled hard the other way. Man at first, one away. Hit on the ground to the right
That's a
side.
foul.
And that's just foul. The 0-2. Got him looking. And there are two down.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first two pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after him. He's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Late that time, and it's strike two.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. One left for Miami. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom of the inning. In now for the Reds, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Kumar Rocker, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Tinoco getting loose as well.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Yeehaw!
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
And here's a 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Up next for the Reds.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. In there for strike one. Misses
Ball.
just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And the 0-2. Line to second. Snagged on the bounce. Handles. Throws to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Noelvi Marte, the next to hit for the Reds. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 down, nobody on. In there at the knees, 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Marte leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-1. Close,
That
but
missed.
called
That's
the
a
ball.
ball.
And a count 2-1. Fastball for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Jackknifes out of the way.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hammered, base hit. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Max Meyer is done. Walk's a big problem for him today as he leaves on the hook for the loss. Back after a quick break with a new pitcher. Kumar Rocker into the game.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. Tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Big at bat coming up with Elly De La Cruz stepping in. Clips the corner. That's strike 1. The Reds trying to break this one open. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Just missed.
Ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Quick move to first, and he's back in safely. Two on, 2 outs. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. That is the inning. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Reds 2 and the Marlins nothing. This is Reds baseball on the show, Ohio. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Off the chain, off the hook. Go to work, baby, cook. Just be great, keep them shook. Make them watch, make them look. Let them know you the one. Still in light like a crook. Hottest under the sun. Make them watch, make them look. Make them watch, make them look.
You know, these Marlins need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat. And either way, the results aren't what they want, and they're probably feeling a little overmatched in the box.
To the left side, but it is well foul. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Here's the 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 0-2. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
At the plate, Jacob Marsee, 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And that one is inside ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
The 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Reds baseball on the show, Ohio. Back here at Great American Ballpark, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1.
Well, these Reds doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
That's a ball.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And that one clips the corner. Next one misses. Full count now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one misses.
That's ball four.
So a
Runner, take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Up next
You
for
get
the
a walk,
Reds.
and you get a walk.
Fielder.
Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
Benson.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Now the 0-1.
Ball.
Stewart gets his lead at first with nobody out. And there's a base hit to right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Up next for the Reds.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. This one smoked on its way out of here. He sends a rocket to left, and they add on. So the streak stays alive. His fourth straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. He's absolutely punishing mistakes right now he can't miss.
That home run certainly worthy of another look with StatCast, huh, Singy? I mean, that ball screamed out of here.
Absolutely. I mean, we only see a handful of home runs with an exit velo around 116 miles per hour, and the best we usually see in a season is somewhere in the high teens, and every couple of years somebody breaks 120 off the bat, but that's extremely rare.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kumar Rocker gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for Miami.
Jesus Tinoco will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hurt.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field.
Up next for the Reds.
So man aboard, Christopher Morel now at the plate. 1 for 2.
Hee-haw.
Just
Ball outside.
missed. And strike 2. Already 3 runs across in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. And that one moves his feet. The 2-2. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for the Reds, catcher Jose Trevino.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. No outs, runners at first and second. The 0-2. Line drive, base hit. Lowe around third, fires it to the plate, safe, and the runner from second scores on the play, and it's now a 6-run lead. Next for Cincinnati, Noelvi Marte.
No, that's down. Ball.
No outs, runners at first and third. In there at the knees for a strike. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play with 2 strikes. Some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Ground ball right
No,
side.
that's a foul ball.
Foul ball. The 1-2. And he dodges that fastball. Fights it off. You'll see another. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Two on, 1 out. Missed with a changeup, and it's a ball and a strike. Right through there for a strike. And a 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. Sanoja. Here's Lopez for 1. On the first, but he beats it. And a run scores.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jesus Tinoco out of the game, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for Miami.
So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Tyler Phillips.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Elly De La Cruz getting ready to hit.
Hut!
Friedl, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
That's a ball.
Got him looking. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. We're through 5. It's the Reds 7 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hood. Guess you ain't too good to be true. Was the point all I needed was you. But time after time I just fussing and fighting each time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea. I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming. I watched how you knew. How you turn back on me and leave me to lose. Remember the text, how you said that you do. Said that you never leave. We would fight till it's due. But as it went on, I was fighting for you. Said the text turned green. Why the it ain't blue? Guess you done and I get it. Said you stay and you wanted my name.
And now Estuery Ruiz.
Left fielder, Estuery Ruiz.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And he swings through that one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Friedl under it. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Liam Hicks.
Lifted in the air down the left side.
That's
and
foul.
Just foul. Next offering is fouled back. The Fish with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. On the ground right side. He'll do it himself. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Otto Lopez. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a foul out of play. Oh, great stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. This is Reds baseball on the show, Ohio. Back here in Cincinnati, they put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
There's a strike. 95 of that one. Miami's bullpen with some action. Cade Gibson, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Here comes the 0-1. Curveball over for a called strike. Phillips, 28 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. This ball's chopped on the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder Will Benson.
The Reds up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Two outs, base is empty. Now here is Eugenio Suarez. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
On the ground, right side, and that's just foul. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Here's a 2-2. Chopper to second. What a stop from his knees, the throw.
Too late.
But it's not in time. Base hit.
Wow, he did everything he could on that play with the throw from his knee, but the hustle down the line was enough to earn him the infield knock, and that's a great baseball play all the way around.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Tyler Phillips will depart, and as he heads off, he'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for Miami,
Cade Gibson gets the ball now. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball.
Hee-haw!
The 0-1. And he takes a strike. Suarez off of first with 2 away. pitch kicks away. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Nice work from the Miami pen there. 7th inning coming up. It's the Reds 7 and the Marlins nothing. You're watching Reds baseball on the Show, Ohio. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
You can come and get it. Baby, on the replay, babe, you can come and get it. My team stay ready, we the best, don't forget it. Pick a side, no straddling in the line. Check the scoreboard, man, the numbers don't lie. Nice try, K-bye. I got baddies on my team, kiss, kiss, high five. Come and get it. You can come and get it.
And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman.
And
Connor
here's a
Norsby.
look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at bat.
And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, first baseman
Graham Pauley, the next up for the Marlins.
His manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Ouch, that one drilled him. Not in time. He's safe.
Up next
Definitely some concern here. That ball came back and got him right on the pitching arm, as you can see him trying to shake it off.
And if nothing else, you worry about him getting some dead arm and losing some feeling. But from what I can tell, I think they're going to let him continue, and that's a really good sign.
Hot one.
Here's your 1. Late on that fastball.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Major League Baseball is on the Show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
second baseman Christopher Morel.
That's in there, and that is strike 1.
Ball.
That's a strike. Up the middle, Sanoja. Not in time.
Oh, he beat it.
Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Definitely a tough play right there, and he had a little trouble on the transfer. Didn't seem to be able to get the grip and get rid of it, and that made all the difference.
First pitch swinging, Gibson. A guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. And the 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettitte as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. Backed off the plate that time. Morel aboard here at first with nobody out. Who were some of the curveballs that you watched in your career that were difficult to deal with?
Well, Boog, I kind of liked hitting curveballs if it was coming from a right-hander, but from a left-hander, different story. Some of the nasty ones, Andy Pettitte, Barry Zito.
On the ground. The flip. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
No, he's safe.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
First and second and nobody out. In now for the Reds, Noelvi Marte. 1 for 3. And that drops in for a strike. Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that just scraped the zone. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Now here's a flare off the bat. Base hit! And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat. Just kind of muscled it out there. And, you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Fouled off. He was late. Double play ball to second. Here's Lopez for 1. 4-6-3 the run scores.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Cade Gibson won't go any further tonight, and he leaves a runner at third, so we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. The new pitcher in the game, Lake Bacher.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Elly De La Cruz, the next to hit.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Two outs and a runner at third. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Laser to the gap should score the run. In comes the runner from third, and they now lead by 9. And in at second with an RBI double. Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you expected offense to score, and not as lopsided as this.
But runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
They are merciless. I'd say a questionable decision to steal third right there with the big lead. Probably won't be received well in the other dugout.
Making a move at third. Here's the pinch runner for Cincinnati, Matt McCullough.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
The 1-2. Smoked on the ground to second. Play made, that ends the inning. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Reds 9 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Pierce Johnson.
Well, you see the ERA very solid, and that doesn't always tell you the whole story, but he's been really good so far this year.
Leading off, Javier Sanoja.
Second baseman, Javier Sanoja.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. On the ground to the left.
Ball.
And it goes just foul. This one in the air, center field. Friedl takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Marlins, right fielder Jacob Marsee.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
The Reds up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. Center field. Friedl on the move. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins, left
So
fielder,
digging in, Estuery Ruiz.
Hoo-yah!
Ground ball left side. And foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That
Ball.
just misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, right side, Morel. Tosses to first, and that's the inning. Miami down in order. Steep hill to climb. It's a 9-0 deficit. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Calvin Fauché.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here.
That misses
That's
the zone.
inside. Ball
1. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to first. Pauley takes it himself, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Designated hitter, Eugenio.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Jansen Junk, the closer, is getting loose. The 1-0.
Ball. That's down.
Fastball in the inside corner for a strike. That misses the zone. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle. So I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
What?
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. The 1-2.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that will end the inning. Reds go down quietly, but they still hold a 9-0 lead.
Hold hands, yeah, I like to. A big dance, I like to.
We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Graham Ashcraft.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So back to the top of the order. Now here's the Marlins DH, Liam Hicks. Oh, fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
Ball.
Look at that right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That's a ball. That's down.
And the 2-2. Hard hit left side. Over to Lowe. And they get the leadoff man in the ninth.
Up next for the Marlins, shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Hey, ha!
One down, base is empty here in the ninth. Sliced hard but foul. Out there to center. And he makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
So they're down to their final out. Ryan Jeffers, the next up for the Marlins. And a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman, Connor Norsby.
That one fouled off. The 0-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Reds take the first 2 games of this series.
Well, we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
Oh yeah, if anybody missed the dog, we like, whoa there. Right there used to be the project house. Then they got flipped with the